In today's video, I gotta wrap up a couple of projects for the Thunderbird Resort. I gotta get this gate built. I've also got some trim that I need to build for the Thunderbird. It's a design that the original owner back in probably the 50s maybe come up with, and the only way I've found to duplicate it is with a dado blade and a radial arm saw. I do not like a radial arm saw. They're dangerous. My guys, that's probably the one tool that my guys have almost lost their fingers on. So I do not have one in my shop. But for this project, I need a radial arm saw. So I ended up trading a square body cab to a guy for a radial arm saw. So I'm here with Dallas Hoyt. He's gonna make me famous. Him and Tony. Tony right here. He's taking all the credit for the channel growth.
I'm getting all the sawdust up.
You are. and Dallas has come for some lug nuts. So there you go, sawdust and lug nuts. Dallas and I are doing a little horse trading. He has a radial arm saw that I need to do this right here. Let me grab this board. This board right here is some specialty molding that came off of the Thunderbird Resort, and it was made clear back in the 50s. You can see a note right there. Hey Clayton, get this done for me. I always get rid of my radial arm saws because they're dangerous if you don't know how to run them. I've had some employees almost chop their fingers off with it. So this is done with a dado blade on a radial arm. I don't know that radial arms were meant to have a dado blade on them, but I've done it more than once. Do you want to come help us, Tony?
So here's our new radial arm saw. And we're getting ready to unload it. So we've got some 2x4s under here for cribbing, so it'll just pick right up.
Yeah, what do you think of that program, Tony?
I think that's going to work great because it's a heavy bugger.
It'll work better than trying to lift it. I can see the thumbnail for this already. One man's junk, another man's treasure. Yeah. Or trading junk for junk. That's the table. Got my end of the deal. We'll talk to you later, man.
Good luck with that.
I got the radial arm unloaded. Now we're gonna go hook onto a square body cab, and it's going on that flatbed trailer at Dallas's. This might be fun. We got to get this out without damaging that or that or that. Let's see if this little found on road dead can move. Oh, there you go. But are the keys in it?
Yep.
Dallas is going to get in a little Ford. Find neutral, and I'm going to push you backwards. How does that sound?
Awesome.
Didn't damage anything, so it must be pretty good.
My theory here is to go through the open windows, back around to the fork.
Right over the ball.
If you can go over both forks, then it won't damage as much. And I'll just square up with the cab.
And go down as far as you can.
And I'll go down and just put this over and then hook this back to itself. I should have been an engineer.
You should have.
All the crap that we have to get done.
Yeah. And of course it's frozen to the ground, so it's not lifting up very easy.
He's gonna put a strap from the headache rack down, so we just need to shorten her up. I have a better idea. What if we just fork underneath it?
Oh, you're not gonna hurt nothing there.
And then tie something to the front. We need to grab that ball off the fork. be too tail heavy?
What we'll do is
Push
set
it
it
on?
on there and then come back here and just pick it up.
Who needs a rollback? That worked pretty slick. Glad we had a tilt deck. And now it's his problem.
It can live on this trailer forever.
No, it can. I got to trade you out of that trailer. That actually went pretty slick. A lot easier than the 52 Packard, huh, Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dallas is happy. I'm happy. I can get my trim done now. So what's going on, Tony?
I'm trying to get this miter saw together so we can dado some fascia boards.
Yeah? What's going, like, you got issues or what?
Yeah, it won't swivel, and
It's got a swivel.
it's just been in the weather a little bit.
All right, well,
Been in the weather.
that's why you get paid the big bucks, Tony. Should we go load a gate and let's go install a gate real quick and then come back and mess with this.
All right.
Let's see how this gate's gonna work. These hinges are gonna go on this concrete. Cade's gonna run and grab the zipper. I can see an issue already. This right here, this trim board, Tony.
Oh, we got to cut it out.
We gotta cut the trim out to make room for these hinges. Okay, so that looks pretty good. We'll just scribe this. Cut those off right there with the zipper. Okay, move it. That'll give us enough room for the hinges. I think I made it just narrow enough that it's gonna clear. Sweetness. Does it open and close? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this gate is a wrap. Got the hinges recessed. The latch system works slick. Just like that. She looks pretty good. So back to the shop, get the trim done. The Thunderbird actually ordered a bunch more stuff today, so just by getting the gate and the trim done doesn't mean I'm done. So, but I'm done with that. Get that out of my hair and move on to the next one. So how's it going, Tony?
Well, I got my angle set up. I got my dado all ready to go. Got my depth set.
Yeah.
I'm having a little trouble figuring out a way to measure between slots.
Okay, so what is that, like a 17 degree?
About that, yep.
So the issue here is we got to cut the first dado, slide this down. I see you got some marks there,
Right.
but it's going to be hard to hold it on that mark.
While I do the other dado.
Okay, so let's think about this. Let's put a dado in this board here, put this dado down here, and then run a block in it. So you cut the first dado, slide it, put a block in it, cut the second dado,
Slide it.
and then we're going to cut all the left hand first, and then we'll tip the board over and cut this goofy little right-handed dado there. Okay, that makes sense.
Easy enough.
How does she run?
She's a little slow on the takeoff, but
Let's see. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, Tony, we ready to try this?
I think so.
Since you're the one that's been working on it, we'll let you screw up the first board. Okay, there's the first one. The only thing I can see is putting this in there. Just don't let that blade grab you. What do you think of that program?
I think that's going to work out really good.
I do too. Look at that. Every time you make a cut, just move it one slot and put your board back in there. So what'd you think of that program, Tony?
That's going to work out pretty slick.
So we got to do 4 more just like this, then we'll flip it over and do the right-handed cut.
Hey boss, I think we got problems.
What's going on?
I think we burnt the saw up.
We?
Yes, sir.
We? You're the one using that.
Maggie was helping me.
What's going on with this pile? Nothing?
Nothing. I think it overheated and burned up. But
let's hear it. Oh yeah.
Trying.
Ah.
Nothing stuck.
How far are we?
3/4.
Oh. Well, I hate to say it, but I think Dallas got the best end of this deal. We understand the program though. I'll bet I can go on Facebook Classified and find one for under $100. What do you think?
I think you can. They're dime a dozen now.
Tony, the miracle worker. Since we were gonna dumpster it, he decided to try starting it and beat on it, and it started. So we may get this project done without having to buy one. That would be sweet. Well, how do we do, Tone?
Well, we've got all 5 of them cut on one side and dadoed on one side. And we're ready to flip the saw and try the other side.
This old girl wanted to give up the ghost yesterday, and it quit on us. So we got to beating on it, hence the hammer. And then we got to about right here, needed like 5 more cuts on the big cut, and it just quit. I thought, well, if I'm gonna dumpster it anyway, I'm gonna just beat on it, and came out and started beating on it, and it fired back up. And this morning, after it's cooled off, it's probably what, 10 degrees?
If that.
It's cold. She fires right up. See that? She's a little tired, but I think we can get the 40 little tiny cuts that we got to do. They're way smaller, and got to change the angle back 17 degrees the other way and get these puppies done, and we'll have this trim all buttoned up and out of our hair. That's pretty hugmo right there. I like it. So this trade wasn't a total waste of time. Well,
how much time?
How many hours have you? How many hours you got in it, Tony?
At least 20 rebuilding it. Getting her set up.
You probably do.
This was bent. So I had to readjust the table to match the blade.
And we found one on Facebook Marketplace yesterday for what, 85 bucks?
85 bucks. 60 miles away.
6. So we probably could have just got one off Facebook Marketplace and
kept your pickup.
Kept the square body cab. I didn't need the cab. Dallas needed the cab. I like Dallas. He's a good guy. So anyway, there you have it. I don't know if it's a good trade like Kevin Costner did in Dances with Wolves, but it was a trade. We got her done. Tony's gonna finish this up, and we appreciate you watching us on this little project here, the trim and the gate install and the latch and stuff. So appreciate you watching, and we will catch you on the next one.